Careers will be made, dreams will be crushed, and quite possibly friendships will be altered. Today will be a test on and off the court as we pick our fictional basketball players that will bring our team to glory on the hardwood. Tonight, we welcome you to the 2024 Basketball Movie Draft, and this is a Comic Talkers production, and you are listening to Just for Flix. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Patty B. With me, as always, is Mr. B-Dog, Mr. Brandon. What's going on, man?
Well, I made sure I had my Nikes on for this, but I hope these picks are better than my March Madness picks. I'm hoping that our great fictional character basketball draft goes better than how my March Madness tournaments end up, which fans, they don't end up very well. But of course, we couldn't do this without a guest. So Patty B, take it away. Who is our guest for this?
Our guest is a really good friend of mine and B-Dog's, or B-Dog's and myself, I should say, to be
Grammarly correct.
There you go. That's the word I was looking for. I don't know my grammar. Special friend of ours, and might I say, special in all of the aspects, is Mr. Dane, Mr. Great Diggity Dane. What's going on, man?
Welcome all.
You ready to draft a 12-year-old today?
I am. I'm actually prepared to, PB.
I'm going to give it to B-Dog to kind of give us the rules, the credentials, the criteria as to how we're going to be following our basketball movie draft today. So I'll give that to you, my friend.
Absolutely. So the first step in doing this is we're going to be doing a fictional basketball draft. These are all players that are based off fictional movies or fictional characters from inspired by true stories or true stories. There are characters who are not real in those movies. The purpose of doing this, we're going to need to have 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, 2 power forwards, 2 centers. We're going to have 2 reserves and a coach. And the coach can either be a real coach from the movies, a real coach in real life, a player from real life. So at this point, we've already rolled positions.
We sure did.
Patrick did get gets the highest number, so he has decided to go first. I'm going to be going second, and Dane will be going third for back-to-back. So we'll start off with Patrick to get off his first player, which I already have a figure where that's coming from.
You 100% do, my friend. With the first pick, your boy Patty B picks your boy Sugar Dunkington, Mr. Coffee Black, Mr. Andre 3000 from Semi-Pro.
Hate you. I really do. I really do.
Is that Clarence?
That's Clarence, my friend. Coffee Black, Sugar Dunkington.
So I'm going to go with my first point guard. I'm going to Space Jam. I'm going with the one, the only, Miss Lola Bunny.
Ooh. Miss Lola Bunny, come on down.
She is going to be my point guard. I like her. She's a playmaker. She knows what to do with the ball. Probably the second best player on the team to Michael Jordan, of course, but still, Lola Bunny off my team. So Dane, turn it over to you, good sir.
Sorry, I'm
this
just excited.
one Patrick has already announced. I'm going to play him at my wild card position. The one, the only.
That's all, folks.
Bugs Bunny from Space Jam.
Very nice.
I think if any of us do it, we look like Wayne Knight from that movie. It's like, oh my God, I'm going.
Space Jam is more like Outer Preserves.
All right, so Dane, you do have back-to-back.
And I do. And to start off this amazing basketball draft, I'm truly surprised when the list was made how this man, he was a dominant force in the actual NBA himself. He played a great role in Uncle Drew. He's the biggest man to ever play this game. I've seen him destroy rims and backboards. And
I'm so relieved right now.
We're going with a big fella, Shaquille O'Neal.
And you're doing it from which movie? Because he's in 2 movies.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew. So you're doing Big Fella. Okay.
He's actually in
said
a
fictional.
couple other movies too, Brandon. Just
Yeah.
want to keep that in mind. With where he does have a basketball in hand.
So
That's why I went Uncle Drew.
this guy came to me second, and if I don't pick him, I know Patrick's going to try to. Jesus Shuttlesworth from He's Got Game, played by a very popular, or very great NBA legend himself, Ray Allen. I'm going Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Very nice. Very nice. I love that. But with my second and third picks, and man, I am just so glad I got to it. I'm going to be taking back-to-back players because they're a tandem. They are going to lead your team to some success, if not all the success. I'm going to be going with Sidney Dean and Billy Hoyle from White Man Can't Jump. And with those picks, my team just jumped right to the top.
Well, I'm gonna make
I don't know
things.
how you're getting by Shaquille O'Neal, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna go with my next pick. I am going to Blue Chips. I'm going with Neon from Blue Chips as my center. And
Dane, 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 Dane. You got the next pick, my friend. Pick your picks, my friend.
you just literally sounded like a door.
With my next pick, going back to another great one. It's going to be in Space Jam 2. Going back-to-back centers. I'm taking the Brow.
The brow.
You are speaking shit to me.
Okay. Next pick.
Listen here, PB. You're probably like grape jelly too.
You stick to your toots. No, I'm actually strawberry preserves, my friend. Only
I
the
know
good stuff.
you are. I didn't say what you like. You are grape jelly.
No, I'm not. That's terrible.
Yeah, you're grape jelly.
I wouldn't wish that upon
My
you.
next pick. I'm trying to make a pick here. Okay.
Well, hurry up, man.
Yeah, it's a dominant team. You and your little white man can't jump. Even
What are you
sit in the
talking about? I have
title.
coffee black.
Yeah, my okay.
The next player I'm gonna go with is a solid pick. Great player. Kronos from Space Jam 2.
God. Okay.
Oh, I'm shaking in my boots over here.
All right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, you should be okay.
I'm definitely
It's
not.
Dame time.
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna. I should get
Shooting
Granny.
guard.
I should go. I should go get I should go get Granny now, huh? Take you down.
Stop worrying about my teams.
So I'm gonna go with another Space Jam pick. Yes, Patrick's hating us a lot because we love Space Jam.
We love Space Jam.
We're normal Americans here.
You
Yeah.
stick to Space Jam. I will gladly just pick apart what I want. I'm cherry picking at this point.
I'm pretty
going
sure
with-
after this, he's gonna go watch the movies and see why we chose these players.
I'm
You're
going.
picking. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Brandon.
I am going to be picking the Monstar who stole the talent from Charles Barkley. I am going with Pound as my power forward.
Is that another Space Jams guy?
Yes.
Wow.
That's what I'm surprised you don't have none on your roster because they
I-
steal the powers of NBA players and play characters that have special powers.
Like there's one that has Patrick Ewing's power. Or
Yeah.
there's one that has.
That's what I'm
Muggsy
saying. Yeah,
Bogues.
you can go White Man Can't Jump. It's a great movie. I'm not gonna lie, it's at the end of my list, but I'm sitting there going to pick apart Space Jam where I can stretch my arms, I can reappear with the ball.
I just don't believe in it. So that's
Whatever.
fine.
Whatever.
I got legit basketball players on my
Whatever.
team.
What are you talking about?
Whatever.
The only fake one I have is Bugs Bunny. I have Shaquille O'Neal, The Brow, and Dame Time.
And I have Lola Bunny, Jesus Shuttlesworth, Pound, and Neon. Like I think our teams are gonna whoop your butt. I don't care if you got White Man Can't Jump.
You know what?
Hearts.
That
we got-
is just
We got
that is just a fairy tale in your mind, and that's all you're thinking about. So you know what? I'm gonna pick two.
Fans, let us know what you think in the comments here. What he's saying here. We want to see what you guys' opinion is about.
Yeah.
Space Jam. Yeah.
All right, with my two picks, I'm going to be going back to back, and I'm actually going to do one that Brandon's really not going to be thinking about, and I don't think he would have ever expected I would pick this. But I did some research, and I found it. It is from an anime. It is from and I'm not an anime guy.
If you say slam dunk, that's a show, not a movie.
It's from Karuko's Basketball.
Okay. Okay.
Daike Almine? Is that how you say his name? I'm
Yeah.
probably butchering that, but that's Daike Alkamine.
That's fine.
I can make up.
Is that's a good pick? What do you think? I don't.
That's fine. No one I was looking at, but that's fine. I'm fine with that. All right, and then you got back to back.
I do got back to back. I'm all about man. We're gonna go with a legend. We're gonna go with ya boy.
Yeah, boy.
I'm gonna be going with Mr. Jackie Moon.
Damn it. Okay, I know who I'm going for, and Dane's gonna hate me, but I don't care at this point. Okay, so I got two big guys. I need a small forward. You know what? I'm going with one. I'm
How
shot.
you win games in basketball is how you rebound.
Oh man, how you guys feeling about this so far? I'm really excited.
So,
I'm loving my team.
Yeah, I'm loving my. It's definitely better than. I'm having a way better time than the football draft.
One? Yes.
100%.
I'm gonna go with my small forward. I'm going with the character who stole Larry Johnson's power or talent. I'm going with Bupkis from Space Jam.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta do
Who?
something here.
Power did he steal?
Larry Johnson's?
Who again?
Yeah, you hush your face. Hey, they had a good duo. They had a good trio there for a while. You got Muggsy Bogues, the smallest player in the NBA.
Muggsy Bogues. Oh
You
my
got
god,
Larry
dude.
Johnson and Alonzo Mourning.
Crazy.
That's the two I never understood. Let's side note that, because I know Patrick, you haven't watched this, but Dane, you have. Those are the three players I didn't understand why they took powers from. Muggsy Bogues and Larry Johnson.
The handles and the defense.
Yeah, but you got so many other good point guards during that time frame.
Yeah, but they weren't taking current players; they were taking past players. All those players are retired players.
But they were
in
still...
Space Jam 2, they took current players. In Space Jam 1, they took retired.
Well, they took the players that were playing during that time, because they have Patrick Ewing playing the game and they stole the talent from him, because remember, he missed the free throw.
That was a pickup game.
No, that was Charles Barkley that lost his talent.
Oh, yes, you're correct. Yes.
Yeah, because then he went to the pickup game and he wasn't playing.
I was like, they got all the powers in the pickup game. What are you talking about?
Because that's the thing. Like, I never understood that part, because it was like, okay, you could have went with like people like, I'm sorry,
Most popular names at the time.
I would have chosen Scottie Pippen over Larry Johnson. I'm sorry. Scottie Pippen's got more defense. And point guard, as I said, there's a lot of people you could have chose for point guard.
Muggsy Bogues had the best handles back then. That was the point. But I don't think they ever showed it. Him with the handles. They did when he took the power over, but not. I'm talking about in the game. I don't think they ever showed him doing that.
When they went and kind of tortured Michael there for a little bit when Michael first came, that's the only time you really saw handles off him.
That's what I'm saying. That's when after he got the ball, and the only time he showed it was one time in the actual game. They never showed his handles, and that's the point of Muggsy. But
so I got my starting lineup at this point, so I'm gonna turn it over to Dane to get his next two picks.
Distract me over here.
Wait, that would count as your starting lineup as your first five?
Yep. You could choose it either way, but I'm sorry. My top five is going to be powerful, where I'm going to knock all your players out really quickly.
Oh, we're supposed to start. I went two centers. They're not going to both start at the same time.
No,
I just want a constant demand of the paint.
I'm putting a check mark on my list of my five starters.
I'm going to draft my team and then pick my starters.
That's what I focused on, was my starters first, and then focus.
I see what you mean. Okay.
Okay,
all
so
right.
it's back to me. It's me. I got back to back.
Yeah, you got back to
Made
back.
his pick, right?
All right.
Yeah.
How many picks you guys got so far?
I got
five.
4. Yeah,
I got 5. Okay.
I got to do my back to back. Okay. Distracted me. I knew there was a player I was looking for. Okay. Since I'm on the clock and I'm just being rushed and I forgot. Well, this one I went with, to be honest, if I didn't have the Bugs jersey, he might have been my first pick. The whole movie's based off of him. I mean, he's bringing back the artistic basketball. Uncle Drew himself. Uncle Drew.
That gets you a duo right there, Uncle Drew.
It does. The big fella, Uncle Drew.
He was on my list.
He's going to be playing point guard for me.
So was that 2 or 1? I'm
We
so
got
confused.
one.
That's one.
It felt like forever. That's what it was.
Mm. That's because you
Dane,
rush your
co-
picks and can't think them through.
I don't rush my picks. I had a
You
pretty good
rushing your
strategy
picks.
going into this thing, and it wasn't to pick Space Jam characters.
Well, you screwed up.
Again, you don't understand what we did here.
I get it, but I also have I have something up my
Fans,
sleeve.
fans, let us know
No.
if you want us to do a watch along. We want to
Fans-
watch this with Patrick.
Let us know if you believe that Patrick is going to make a comeback in his next couple picks with some good shit. So
No, not with our.
With Dane's next pick, since Patrick's making fun of Space Jam, I'm just gonna throw one that I knew I was gonna get later on. Is the one late great legendary comedian Will Ferrell as Jackie Moon.
No, he
I
already
picked
chose
him.
it.
Oh god damn it!
He already picked up. But there is one character you guys haven't gotten yet, which is the other main dude from.
Why are you even doing that?
Because I don't even have him on my list, so I'm kind of all over the place right now.
Dane, pick somebody.
I'll pick some Moxie.
Moxie, who's that?
I don't know, from semi-pro Moxie. Yeah,
Woody
You mean
Harrelson.
Ed Monix? You mean
Ed
Ed
Monix.
Monix? Okay,
Monix.
you're taking Ed Monix. It's okay. I got the better of the Woody Harrelson character.
Okay, so
I hate you.
I'm going to go with my backup center. I'm going with another Space Jam character. I'm going Blanco, which steals Sean Bradley's power or talent. I'm putting him as my backup center.
Is that the whole basis of it? Is these characters just steal powers from actual basketball
of them.
players?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. No,
And
I
then-
just never seen
and
it.
then
Like
Space
I've
Jam 2
it's
is
never
a video
been
game designed
on my
around-
So in
list.
Space Jam 1, it's the monsters come over to take over Toontown, and they're taking it over, and they challenge them to a basketball game. So the monsters went and stole pro powers because the Looney Tunes already played basketball, know how to play.
Michael Jordan's in the first one, right?
Yes. So they went to go recruit Michael Jordan because they need someone to teach them how to actually play basketball because now they have to go against
Damn.
actual basketball players.
The second
So
one
that-
was garbage.
Second one was
How much
garbage.
How much money do you think Michael Jordan made off of that movie?
Tons.
Yeah.
Because as soon as you told me I couldn't pick Michael Jordan, I was like, stupid.
Can't pick Michael
Can't
Jordan's
choose him as a
character.
coach.
Because
There's
it's
a
actual
one.
Michael Jordan, because he plays Michael Jordan in there. That
Yeah.
was our rules. You cannot pick a player that plays themselves. That's why I haven't chose Klay Thompson
Yeah, because
or LeBron James because they both play themselves in the movie.
Well, remember in the game though, it's like Brow's based off of,
That's what I said. I chose
Yeah.
Brow, who's off of Anthony Davis, and I chose Kronos, who's off
and
Damian
you
Lillard.
can't choose Splash. I believe his name is, which is based off Clay. So,
Well, that's what Patrick's going to choose now because now he's understanding what Space Jam is actually about
but
and not
Was
choosing
that last
these-
character you just said?
I think we should just disqualify him from using Space Jam characters at this point. Let him go watch it, and then maybe we'll redo this video to really see.
We're probably gonna have to redo this later on because he's gonna be like, yeah, I definitely would not let
Oh.
Dane get Bugs Bunny at the end of the round.
So,
Dude, I don't even care at this point.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Patrick, you got back to back.
I got back to back. We get one like backup play. How many?
Two wild
We-
card players is what you
Or
get.
is it two
Two reserves.
centers?
No, we
two
get two centers. It's two every position and two wild cards. So it's 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 2 small forwards, 2 power forwards, 2 centers, and 2 wild positions.
So I need to focus on 2 centers and 2 wide position. Okay. All right. From I'm gonna go with my first center. He is from semi-pro. It's Vakitis.
Mhm.
I'm making him my center. He needs to learn English, but other than that, he's pretty good.
God. He's gonna make that.
Lost them all those hot dogs. What's that?
And make it like a qualification for him, like they did with Kyler Murray. Like, oh yeah, you got to read the playbook, or you got to.
Well, no, remember in semi-pro, he has that deal where if they score a certain amount of points, the whole crowd gets free hot dogs, and he doesn't really have the money the resources for it. And Vakitis scores the winning net on it that makes it over the points because I tell him not to score, and then he's like, "Vakitis, learn English." It's great.
Right,
That's
but you
kind of
got
why I picked him. And then my second pick. Man, this is harder than I thought. Not really. I guess I'm just overthinking it too much now with your guys' shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Evil shenanigans. Man. What do I want? All right. I'm gonna take your boy Teen Wolf, Scott Howard.
Yeah. I might just round up and get everybody I want.
You didn't want Teen Wolf?
No. God, no.
No.
I'm gonna go with my backups. Small forward. I'm shocked nobody's chose this guy yet because it's from a newer movie that Adam Sandler's in. Hustle.
Oh, yeah, I know you're
I'm
talking
going Bo
about.
Cruz,
Yeah.
my other small forward.
I thought about him and then I just was too lazy to look up the name of the guy. It sounds terrible, but
Who'd you go with? I'm sorry.
Bo Cruz, Hustle.
that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Really good movie. I had COVID when I watched it, so that was the only. That's
It's another good serious movie with Adam Sandler. I like his
Yeah.
more recent serious movies where it's like Uncut Gems, which I still think he was pretty much ripped off of for
the Oscar.
Yeah, I think he deserved an Oscar nomination for that.
We
Maybe
should-
not one best
I
actor.
saw that movie in theaters, man, and I couldn't stop thinking about the end of it for like 2 days.
It's a good movie. I still enjoy it, but yeah, so that's gonna be my next pick. So it's going to Dane.
And he's got back to back.
Back to back. I had one here. Oh, yeah. So for my small forward, I'm gonna go from the sixth man, Kenny Taylor.
Okay. For which movie?
Sixth man.
Oh, Six Man. Okay. Kenny Taylor. Okay.
And then for my next one, I'm gonna go shooting guard, Flash.
Flash from.
Space Jam 2, Klay Thompson.
Oh, no, I'm not even worried about him. Okay.
Yeah, actual players. Weird.
So I'm gonna go.
Wait. Can you? Who did you say again? Just to confirm.
Flash. The Flash. You call him
So
Flash.
you're now picking fantasy people. Okay, got it.
I have
That's
to.
just-
this whole time.
I'm gonna continue that Space Jam little trend. I'm going with MON. I'm going with not. I'm going with the guy who or the alien that steals Muggsy Bogues power set.
After you gave him so much.
So I have a
MON.
question. That's a good pick.
You whatever. You don't even know. You've never watched that movie. Don't.
So I was thinking about this. If someone plays basketball in a movie for even just a little bit, you can consider them as a player, correct?
Right. It's just like Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump plays for a little bit.
Okay.
And he's a football player.
Then I'm going to be taking for my next pick, as my, I guess I'll just make him my backup center. I'm going to pick Kazam.
God.
I'm going to pick Shaquille O'Neal for Kazam. And the reason being, not only is it Shaq, not only is he a genie, but he can grant you 3 wishes. And what if my coach said, hey, I wish I just won the championship this year? Automatically going to happen.
Weird.
Doesn't matter with all your Space Jam characters.
I have a guy that stops time.
That's fine.
I guys who just knock you guys out at these points. My guys are giants. You ain't gonna get past them. Muggsy Bogues' character, the knot is like bigger than what Muggsy Bogues really is.
I'm picking Kazam, and I think that's a pretty good. That'll be my one fictional guy other than Scott Howard, but he's kind of just turns
All
into a
of your
werewolf.
characters are fictional.
Well, you know what I meant. Like outlandish fictional is what I mean, not cartoons. And then my second pick from that, I'm gonna be picking. I'm gonna pick like Mike.
Calvin Cambridge.
Calvin Cambridge. There we go.
You son of a mother.
All right. I'm shocked this guy made it onto my list here. I'm going with Lewis Scott from Celtic Pride as my backups.
Nice. Very nice. I had him written down here. I was like, I'm not gonna get him anytime soon. But that's a solid pick right there.
So, okay. All right, Dane, you go back to back.
I got back to back picks. To answer my question, it can't be based off a true story, correct?
Correct. Or if it's a fictional character from a true
Nope.
story.
Hurry up, Dane. No, I'm joking. I'm excited. Sorry for anyone listening if I'm being annoying, but this is what we do.
I will make my pick after our
It gets
commercial break.
competitive. It gets competitive.
All right.
All right,
Could be
all
a
right, all
TV
right.
It could be a TV show too.
No
No,
TV shows.
Gotta be films, man. Gotta go.
Gotta be film. Too easy if we made it shows.
Yeah, it'd be too easy. You guys would have picked like Dawson's Creek or something.
I think you would have.
I would have chose Nathan Scott 100%.
Or was it One Tree Hill?
One Tree Hill.
Yeah, One Tree Hill. Yeah.
Yeah, that show was good for the first 4 seasons. After that, it became like a chick show or some
Patrick, you're
shit.
gonna choose John Tucker from John Tucker Must Die too on that one on top of that.
He was,
Oh.
dude, John Tucker is on my list. I'm not lying. I
With
mean,
my
he-
next pick, I'm gonna go from Hustle itself, Kermit Wilt,
There you go.
Okay.
power forward.
Very nice.
Okay. And then you still have one more pick, right, Dane?
I do. I misspelled that. Not my problem. You won't see it. He's already gone. At my next position, my other point guard, I'm going to be taking from Uncle Drew. Legendary. Small man.
Nate Robinson.
Boots. Nate Robinson. Boots.
All right.
Boots.
Boots.
I'm gonna round out the Monstar crew. I'm already got most
I'm
of
gonna be
them.
fair. I let you round it out because I figured since you started with 3, there was no point in me stealing any of them at this point. Because I want you to destroy Patrick's team because I'm just gonna be making it rain. So
I'll waken the team for you.
I feel like you guys are just underestimating my team just a tad.
Whatever. You're
I
white man
truly don't
can't jump
understand
and
why
I'm
you got.
so-
Yeah, white men can't.
What are you
jump
talking about? I
lanes.
have
compared to
Kazam.
Monstars. Who
I have
who-
Calvin
When you
Cambridge.
realize how we
I
actually
have
draft
Teen
this, you
Wolf,
went
bro.
and got Kazam after that conversation.
I have
You realize that.
Teen Wolf.
who cares? Not compared to somebody like the Monstars.
I have Daike Owlmine, bro. That guy's a solid baller.
I'm going with Bang, who steals Patrick Ewing's power from Space Jam. All right. So that rounds out my main starting lineups. I just have 2 backups or reserves.
I've been picking let's see here. We'll be after these short messages. I was gonna take a player, but I know Brandon probably wants this player as one of his reserves, so I'll keep him. I'll be nice to you, Brandon.
Just say it if you want to say it. I don't.
No, I'm not gonna pick him. There's other picks I'll make. I'm gonna make. This is kind of he's gonna be my power forward or my backup power forward. He's gonna be his name is it's from the movie Pleasantville. His name is Skip Martin, played by Paul Walker.
Who?
Skip,
What
Skip,
movie?
Skip Martin. Have you seen Pleasantville?
No. No.
Okay, so in Pleasantville, their team is like
They're all
perfect. They
pleasant.
never lose, and
They're all
any
pleasant.
it doesn't matter like where the ball goes. Like they'll try to bounce it off the wall. Anything, it'll automatically make the net. That's why I'm picking it. Skip Martin never
You give
misses.
us crap for choosing characters from Space Jam. and
Yeah.
It's a character that nobody's even heard of. And then they just make every shot. It's like, no.
He does make every shot though. He does. That's what he does.
All right.
And then you know what? I think this is the steal of the draft. Call it what it is. I'm taking Airbud.
Yeah, who cares? At this point, I got 2 people I'm thinking of. I'm not even worried about them. All right. I'm going to go my first reserve. And if it gets to reserves, we just don't deserve to be a team. So that's why I'm going with these 2 people. But I do need to get a backup just in case I have to face up against Dane's team. I'm going with Granny from Space Jam 2. Somebody who can take Dame time out if need to be. So Granny, Space Jam, welcome to the team. She's my backup wild card.
All right.
Not choosing her from Space Jam. She's just a cheerleader in Space Jam.
Great Dane, great Dane, great diggity Dane.
Okay, with my back-to-back picks, because I'll be choosing my coach now. Because I
Ooh.
ain't stupid. I ain't letting him slide.
Michael Jordan.
I'm taking yes, sir, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, 6-time, back-to-back, 3-peat champion, defensive of the year 3 times, MVP Finals champion. I think he is 4 times, 6 times, whatever it is. It's the GOAT. Michael Jordan is my coach. And then right after that, with my small forward, I'm going to take, he's a menace in the paint. He may not be big. He's fast. He's quick. He's annoying. You can't understand what he says. He spins so fast you wouldn't be able to see him. My boy, number 2 of Toon Squad, Tasmanian Devil. Taz.
Okay, this is where I'm going with my really funny pick. I'm going from Along Came Polly.
I knew I left it for you.
For Sandy Lyle, Philip Seymour Hoffman. I love his character. He's got the spirit. He just does not belong on a court. That's why I said it. This team has to go to their reserve. We just don't deserve to be a team.
To be fair, that was my last pick. I was saving for power forward. We're talking about the guy that screams money, shot, and just sweaty
Money.
chest.
And then pick and roll.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was saving that as my power forward, and he was gonna be my starter to distract you guys. He was going shirtless. We were going skins. That's our
We
jersey.
were going skins. Oh my god.
Yeah, come on. Let's go last place.
Whatever.
Yeah. I got
So,
White up and Jackie Moon. We got the monster.
dude, I got a solid roster, bro. Like, if a lot of people aren't even gonna think of Space Jam until they
Whatever. Fans, let
It's
us
a
know if you would
fantasy
think
dang it. Fantasy basketball draft off of movies. There's not many movies if we took out the true stories.
Let's put it this way, fans. Write in the comments if you agree with Patrick in that statement, because I don't think people are going to agree with that statement. Even though it's not a great movie, it is a cult classic for a reason.
Especially if you're making draft picks, it's characters that take over NBA players. He looks so confused.
I know, I'm just looking. I'm
You choose
trying
Jackie
to figure this
Moon.
out.
We got a good team, and then it's like, dude, we
Yeah,
got
he had a great first
really good.
pick, and that was it.
And then we had the Goon Squad and the Monstars picked, and it's like, bro, you're done.
Like when you see Space Jam and that watch, you're gonna see how tall some of those dudes are. That you're
gonna look at it and go,
like,
I wish I would have went up.
I wish I would have chosen someone.
You're not gonna get a shot off on them. Like they were up like 100.
That's what I'm saying. Your
something.
Kazam pick is a great pick because now you have someone that has magic powers and is the dominant center. That's why I went the big fella.
That's right.
Yeah, well, like I said, Kazam, he's a
He's
genius.
tricky, little. Yeah,
He's a
that's what I'm saying. You have his power. That's what I'm saying. That's why he chose the Monstars. They stole.
Hey, Genie, I want to
powers.
win the championship and beat all these teams.
That's not how that works.
It does how it works. What
That's
are you
betting.
talking about?
That's
Not
cheating
unless
the
they're the
system.
Boston Celtics or the LA Lakers, but you know, it happens.
I want to beat the Monstars.
Whatever, you ain't gonna beat the Monstars at this
You
point.
make your last pick.
Yeah, you got 2 back-to-backs, buddy.
I got 2 back-to-backs. Okay,
That's what
I'm just trying to figure out who I want my last player to be. You know, I'm gonna go
Probably
with the
somebody
legend.
from Pleasantville, right?
No, I'm gonna go with the legend, dude.
Wait, what do you have left? A coach and what?
Coaching the
The
extra player.
I'm just an extra player.
Oh, I filled my extra players up.
Yeah, I just have a
with
coach.
players
With players.
that play the sport.
I'm gonna go.
Home.
I'm already home, bro.
You
I'm
don't
gonna
walk down that court and be like, nope.
Making my way downtown.
I'm gonna go from like Mike, Tracy Reynolds.
It's a good pick.
You know what? Can I take it back then? I mean,
I don't care. I was
What?
choosing them.
all right. No, you know what? I don't want Tracy Reynolds anymore. I want Joe Cooper from basketball.
Okay, you know what? Never mind. Go back. He doesn't get to make this pick.
I'm taking Joe Cooper from basketball. As my coach, I'm taking the GOAT. I'm taking Phil Jackson.
Okay.
Okay. I was like, as soon as you said go, I was like, what? No. There's only one GOAT for basketball at that position.
I got a coach, and I'm going with probably one of the best duos in basketball. His duo was already picked with Michael Jordan. I'm going with Scottie Pippen. I like the team player.
Scottie Pippen.
I like Scottie Pippen. That's when I played basketball. That's who I try to model myself after, Scottie Pippen. Didn't care about being the best. I cared about being the sidekick to him.
Should we give the rundown to the fans on all of our
Dane's
teams?
got one more
I have
pick.
another pick.
You've got
Oh,
one more
Dane's
pick.
got another pick. Sorry, we forgot about Dane. It's hard to do, I guess.
Just like your
Very hard
team's
to
going to
do.
be forgotten about after we play him.
Yeah, that's all up to my buddy Kazam, dude.
Let's put
We're
it this
gonna
way. All I need to do is step on a lamp. And you're
fans. Let me know if you at least give me some kind of
done. Pray for his team, please.
yeah. Because I do think that Kazam is gonna come in clutch.
Clutch, but not no cigar. If we step on his lamp, he's gone. That's all we
He
need.
has his own
Can I,
lamp. He
can I,
can
can I make my
disappear
last
whenever.
pick now?
Sure,
Yeah.
go for it.
Why you
We
say it
give
like
you-
that?
What?
Why you say it like that?
Just go. Get it over with.
No.
Put him out of his mercy, Dane.
This is like a band-aid, dude. Just rip it
I'm
off.
gonna rip it off for you. So I'm gonna take the co-star for basketball. Doug.
Taking Doug Reamer, dude.
I'm taking Doug
sick.
Weir.
Yeah, Doug Reamer. Did you have Joe Cooper on your list?
I had some last picks that were gonna be Joe, Doug, some funny ones.
Squeaks
Squeaks was the one I was possible.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I left my shooting guard late.
Yeah,
I was
Sandy
like,
Lyle. Yeah, Sandy Lyle on your list too. All right. So yeah, I agree. I think we should do a rundown. So we'll let Dane do his rundown first of his squad.
all right, leave me 1 second here, because like I said, I'm just gonna draft my team and then choose my starting five.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too, actually.
So give me a second here.
But no, I had a really good time there. That was
one.
minus, all the shenanigans with your guys' Space Jams, which I do respect why you did pick them. I get it.
Whatever.
No, I'm telling you, I respect it. Like I get it. I get why
I
you
love how
did
you
it.
call it shenanigans, and then you went, I respect your picks.
I do. Yeah, I've had some time to stew on it.
Now it's
You
What happened-
understand
what
why we did what we did.
What happens when a stew cooks? It just gets better, baby. So that's how I felt. Felt like a
It'll
stew.
make it get better when we make you watch Space Jam.
Maybe
That's
not.
gonna be a
Maybe-
watch along, dude.
Yeah, let us know, fans, if you want to do a watch along. If we
We're
get
going to go watch along. We're not even asking fans now. We're gonna
no, got to be some likes involved, man.
whatever.
Uh-huh.
All right, so if my starting five, and I'll run through my whole roster, my starting point guard would be Uncle Drew,
Mhm.
obviously. I'm going to play two shooting guards at Chromos and Flash,
Okay.
obvious ones there. And you know what? I had a very tough decision of should I go small forwards or power forwards. I'm going to be honest, that's where I messed around at. So I don't want to play them. So I'm playing both my centers at Big Fella and the Brow. I'm dominant in the paint, and I'm going to make it rain. On top of that, my coach is the GOAT, Michael Jordan. My backs up. My second point guard was Boots.
Mhm.
My small forwards were Kenny Taylor and Tasmanian Devil. My power forwards were Kermit Willis and Doug Reamer, swinging 2 inches from the floor. And then my backups are Bugs Bunny and Monix.
So for my starting five,
10-time championship team right there.
I'll at least get 5. Patrick's gonna get none.
None.
For my starting five, it's pretty self-explanatory where I'm going with this. I'm choosing all 5 of my Monstars as my starting 5. I got Knot, I got Bupkiss, I got Pound, I got Bang, and I got Blanco. And that's gonna be Knot's gonna be my point guard. Bupkiss is gonna be my shooting guard. What was it? Neon is or not Neon. Bang is going to be my small forward. Pound is going to be my power forward, and Blanco is going to be my center. My backups, of course, I got Lola Bunny coming off the bench, ready to go, ready to play some ball. Jesus Shuttlesworth is going to be coming off the bench. Bo Cruz is going to be coming off the bench. What was it? Lewis Scott. Lewis Scott is going to be coming off the bench. And I have Neon from Blue Chips coming off the bench. And then my backups, of course, I have Granny. And that's only when I play Dane's team that's going to come out. She's got the Matrix powers, but I'm going to take it. And when all else fails, you put the guy who has the most spirit on the team, Sandy Lyle. And then
Put him up for free throws.
And then you got the best second man to the best duo in basketball history. I'm going with Scottie Pippen as my coach.
All right, and now to the disappointment of the podcast.
And
So with my starting 5 at point guard, Coffee Black.
you're putting him
And
as
then-
a guard?
What's that?
Putting him as a
point
guard?
point guard.
Well, what is a point guard? See, that's the thing. I don't know.
Point guard's like the
posi-
guy who runs the.
He's the
squad.
general of your offense. He calls the play. He sets the ball. He gets the ball. Walks it down the
Think
court.
Chris Paul or Stephen Curry. That's his
Typically has some pretty good handles.
Okay.
Coffee Black would be more what I think as your small forward
Small forward,
or shooting.
maybe
guard.
shooting guard.
Okay, I got it. All right, so we got Coffee Black at shooting forward. I have
Small forward.
small forward.
Okay. Is shooting guard or small forward? That you can't hybrid him.
Small
Or hybrid
shooting
him.
guard.
Shooting guard is going to be Billy Hoyle.
Okay.
I got Sidney Dean as my point guard. I got so that's the 3, right?
3.
Yeah, just making sure. And then as center, starting center, I got Kazam.
Obvious.
As a point or a, was that power forward? Power forward, I have Calvin Cambridge.
You what? You're putting Calvin Cambridge at power forward, dude? That's a point guard.
It's the shoes, bro.
No, you realize the shoes he gets it from is Stephen Michael Jordan, who played a shooting guard for.
No, bro. Okay, well then whatever you want to get, make them. All right. Backup is gonna be backups. I got Vakitis as a backup center from semi-pro. I have Skip Martin as a backup point guard. I have Airbud as a miscellaneous player, and I also have Joe Cooper as a miscellaneous player. And of course, we're coached by the GOAT, Phil Jackson.
Okay, so I have a question. You chose Jackie Moon. Why didn't you put Jackie Moon as your starting power forward?
Because he's not good.
He's probably one of the best players you got.
Probably the only power forward you have on your actual roster.
Like I said, I'm
He's
just
the one
not.
forcing
I don't know
outplay.
basketball positions. I guess, and maybe I should have.
He's the
I don't
one
know.
putting out the money for your team.
Should have watched more than 2 movies.
I didn't. I watched a lot of these movies.
And the one movie he should have watched, he never watched.
You never watched.
No, but I think that's a solid team. Airbud's gonna make
Your
sure.
starting 5 is okay. It's good. It's a good starting 5. I'll give you
Coffee
that.
Black, Billy Hoyle.
But I don't know why you're
Calvin
playing
Cambridge.
them to where you're playing them.
Yeah, Calvin Cambridge should be point guard. Move up Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes to your small. Like Coffee Black would make more sense at a power forward than.
Coffee Black at power forward.
Well, I'm just saying than Calvin Cambridge.
I don't get the
To be fair,
positions.
you can-
like, what
you
do they
can play
do?
a-
Like,
So to be fair, you could play anyone at any position. You
Yeah.
need starting 5 out there. Like mine, I have a point guard, 2 shooting guards, and 2 centers.
And I
So like a
think
small forward is like a hybrid between like a big guy and a shooter. Power forwards are bigger guys that rebound more.
think of
that's
like
what I
Chris
like.
Webber or things like
Yeah.
that. Webber was
Like LeBron is a power forward.
Anthony Davis can play power forward.
Can play power forward, but he plays center.
Yeah.
So like that's what we're talking about. You can play any starting five, but our thing is you're playing players that would not match their position because power forward, like for example, your Coffee would be going against the Brower Shack on my team.
Or mine would also
See what
go
I'm saying?
against, he would be going up against Bupkis on Space Jam. So
Okay.
that's how you have to look at
That's
like,
where we're saying that your starting five sounds good because it's all like shooters, but in the draft that we're having here, the two teams you're going against are dominantly heavy, big ass
see, that's
dudes in there because
And
you
that's
missed
the
the
thing.
concept of this draft.
I didn't. I picked players that I wanted on my team. I picked fantasy players that I wanted on my team. So that's what I went with.
now let's ask the same question we did with football. If there was any trades you guys can make, who would you trade?
Well, Brandon, I would trade my backup five for your starting five.
No. No. I'm already max salary cap at this point. No.
Max out salary cap. I would trade on my team nobody.
I'm kind of the same way.
Because I'm not looking at because all my backups are just my fun ones. My starting five, I'm content with. I don't think they'll leave the court.
Nobody wants to take Sandy Lyle off my team. That's what
No.
Yeah, does anyone want Skip Martin from Pleasantville? But even though he makes every shot,
You were the one that was so confident in that pick.
I am. I'm still confident in it. I don't know.
You're like, he
I think
never
that's a-
misses a shot. I'm like,
He doesn't, dude. He doesn't miss a shot.
what?
Doesn't
So
matter
it's
if
like
it
a
gets,
McDonald's
dude, even if it
commercial?
got blocked by one of your centers off of Space Jam, it would still somehow make it into the net.
So he's pretty much carry of the basketball universe.
Sure.
You know, makes it in.
Yeah, man. That's why I picked him. So yeah, Skip Martin, I think, is
Let me
actually the
see one
steal
I
of the
looked up
draft.
Nobody did. There's two because there was another role that he plays a very small role of basketball, but you could have chosen steal was Shaquille O'Neal because he does play basketball for a little bit.
That's what we were telling you. There's
Yeah,
three movies where Shaq plays a character.
and then not only that, you could have had what was the other one I was just thinking? Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I thought about that. Peter Parker. I saw that on the.
I didn't do it though, but I toyed with it. I was playing with it a little bit. I almost didn't choose Lola Bunny for it, but I said no.
You know, I think I would have taken Bugs if I knew, like, with Space Jam being so prominent, I probably would have screwed over Dane and taken Bugs Bunny. No, looking back on it now, like
That's what I'm
if this-
saying. It's
If
one of
this
the
was an
things-
hour ago, you know, or 45 minutes, however long ago it was, I would have probably.
It was like
just
me for
picked
the
Bugs.
baseball one. Like knowing the draft firsthand, how that draft worked, I would have chose differently. Like you're saying here, like us telling you how dominant Space Jam movies should have been on your roster. There's still plenty of them out there.
Yeah,
Like I didn't touch any of the Toon Squads, thinking maybe you'd pay attention a little bit, and get some guys on your team that can do actual basketball
right.
fantasy.
Got it.
Because like when you watch the Space Jam, you'll see Brandon's starting five. You'll see the whole Monstars is his starting five from Space Jam 1, and it's just monstrous people there.
I think I'm not gonna watch it despite you guys. Just I'll never watch it.
I'm gonna tell Taylor,
I don't even know if she likes that movie.
but Noah will.
Maybe he likes Super Mario Brothers right now.
Good movie too.
It is a good movie. Peaches, peaches. Yeah, man. I don't think there's really anyone I can get rid of. I mean, other than maybe having like one or two of the Space Jam character. If I had to replace two people, I'd probably get rid of the anime guy, the Daike Alamine.
Yeah, I was trying to
For-
find that. I was like, well, there's an anime I can go pull. That's a TV show, by the way.
No, it's not. It came up as a movie when I looked
Did
it
it?
up.
What
Yeah.
one? What one?
His
It's
anime character.
yeah, Karuko's basketball.
I thought that was an anime because I looked up characters and that came up as an anime. That's why I was like, oh, I'll go Nathan Scott, clutch, my small forward.
I'm gonna be really.
It is actually a show,
It is a show. Okay.
not a movie.
There's a movie I think you were aiming for that is not the same set of characters. But that's why I was like, okay, cool.
But we'll allow it. At least he at least
At
attempted.
least understands the concept of the fantasy side of this one.
But there's an anime you should watch if you like. It's called Slam Dunk. Go
Slam dunk.
That is a good one too.
good anime, basketball anime.
Yeah, that's why I asked, are we doing shows? Because your first that pick, that's why I was like, we're doing shows? Because I would have went Nathan Scott. Boom. No look free throw.
No, look, free throw.
So no, what was it? So were there characters that you wish that you would have drafted earlier at this point? Let's see. Like I know, or are there any picks that would made people pissed that was chosen? Or was it like our football draft?
I almost stole Muggsy
It
Bowes
was-
from you.
You almost stole Muggsy.
I almost stole Muggsy Bowes. He would have been a backup of mine just to have as Taz. I was going to have like a weird squad come in as the backups, doing it that way instead.
Okay. What about you, Dane? Or not? What about you?
I am Dane.
I was gonna. I'm Dane. I was gonna. My name's Dane. Batman. I was gonna
sound
take.
80. Not 80 years
I
old.
was gonna take Sanford Lyle from you, but I was a nice guy. I was being nice. Like I said, I could have picked Bugs Bunny. You know what's funny is like when I had the first pick, I thought about it. I'm like, man, what if I did just pick Bugs Bunny right now?
I would have
Dude,
flown.
you wouldn't have been able to put any concept to it because you haven't watched the movies. So we've been like, why are you choosing him and not choosing the movie if you've never watched the movie?
Yeah.
Who cares? I got Bugs Bunny on my team.
I got Bugs Bunny on my team.
Yeah, technically you do.
There's no technically I do.
I like how you picked Doug Reamer, by the way.
I wanted a good last one. I just
Yeah,
wanted
that was-
a good, funny last
that
pick.
was-
To be fair,
that was
Granny
fun.
was up there. I had Granny, the basketballs. There was another funny one I was thinking of. Squeaks was my other one. There was a funny movie I was looking up. I'm trying to remember what it was. I was trying to make my last pick just be awesome. Oh, Airbud was the possibility I thought was gonna make my last pick. I didn't think you were gonna take him in like the 11th round.
Yeah, it's not too far. I have Airbud, Skip Martin, Joe Cooper, Kazam. I got Scott Howard, Teen Wolf.
You got Jackie Moon.
I got Jackie Moon. I got Bacchitis.
I didn't even hear you make that pick. I was like, man, how's this man sliding? I for sure thought Pat would take.
No, I
The
took him. I knew Coffee Black was gonna be my first pick because I also had a.
You knew that was coming on mine.
That's the thing. I knew that you were interested in him too, and I'm like, man, I can't afford to just have him be. Especially if I have the first pick, I feel like it's a solid first pick. If I
like you
if I
knew
take
what my
him.
first pick was going to be, but then after that, it was.
And that's the thing. It wouldn't have came back to me at that point. So
No.
At that point, Dana.
I'm glad I picked it because then I got Billy Hoyle and Sidney Dean, and I think that's a good duo too.
That's a good deal. I'm gonna be honest. That was a late draft for me because I didn't think anyone would pick them in this fantasy. I think Brandon.
Because you
and
thought I
Chris,
had seen Space Jam. That's
because
what
I
it
thought you had
is.
seen Space Jam. I
No,
thought those
bro.
would go heavily. That's why I was like, I really want Bugs Bunny. I really want to make sure that I lock him up. And the fact you were like, yeah, go ahead. You can.
So I have the question to ask though to you, Dane. Why Bugs over Lola? Like, why would you? I know that you got. I know you got the jersey, but like talent wise, why would you have chosen Bugs over Lola?
Is this a real question?
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny. Before
Okay, but
Lola Bunny
then-
was ever here, Bugs Bunny was making baskets.
He's playing baseball more than he was playing.
I have many of Looney Tune games
That's
where Bugs
funny.
Bunny's there and Lola Bunny is not.
Yeah, yeah.
But to be fair, it's because hardcore Bugs Bunny fans since the day I was born. That's why I got the jersey.
I was when you pulled it, I was like, is he trying to pull the Zach Levine and try to do the slam dunk contest a little bit?
Well, I had what's it called on my list just in case. Was it Troy Bolton and Chad Danford from High School
God.
Musical?
I knew you.
Yes, I had.
Why not the luck of the Irish?
I don't know. I think
I even put that on that list for you
for me,
because you were like, "This is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time." I'm going with Luck of the Irish.
yeah, luck of the Irish, bro. Yeah, I even had Edward Bloom again on my basketball list.
God.
Sometimes
But
with you.
But yeah,
sometimes with you.
Sometimes with you.
Sometimes with you, man.
But
Man, this was fun though. I hope you guys had a good time because this was I feel pretty good about my team. I know you guys like to make fun of my team in any way you can, but you know what? I'm
I
sticking
think
with
it's
it.
because Brandon and I see each other. We get on the same page of the concept that we're drafting.
Yeah, I'm 1,800 miles away, my friends.
Like your football one, like you two
Little
got together
Giants.
on that. I'm sitting there like, I got nothing but stars on that team.
Little Giants O line.
The little Giants O line.
Patrick's
I don't know if he was frozen or if he was that frustrated that I was going to bring it back up again.
We love you, Pat.
Like I said, this will be the last podcast.
With the most views.
We got to do a watch along with Dane. That's what it is.
We're
That'd
gonna
be
do
fun.
Space Jam.
We're doing
I'm
Space
making you a
Jam.
Space Jam watch along.
Space Jam. Hell yeah.
I'm
Okay.
making you so you can understand why Brandon went the 5 and I let him deal with the 5 and I went my route of the other one.
But that was the thing too. You went with 3 of them. You didn't go with the whole 5 of them.
Is
No.
Bill Murray's not a baseball
He's a
or
real
basketball?
person. He's a
He's a real
player.
poor person, but he played in the game. You could
Yeah.
pick him technically. I would have allowed it because he didn't do much in it.
You want me to tell you the one? If you went Sandy, you want me to tell you the one I was shocked with that you didn't choose like that? If you were like Wayne Knight's role in Space Jam, like
Oh yeah, that's right. Wayne Knight's in Space Jam. I forgot about
I mean,
that.
he is in there. He has the stupidest role, but he's in the movie.
He's also in Jurassic Park, man.
He's always good for a small role.
Rat Race.
Yeah, right. Race. What was it? He was in Punisher Warzone. He's in a lot of movies that people Seinfeld. You know.
Yeah, that's where his career kind of took off, was from Seinfeld.
So, but no, I think this is a good way to end this podcast. Again, thank you, Dane, for joining us. Do you have any plugs you want to put in for yourself? Fans can follow or everything like that.
Other than a butt
Social
one.
media. Sir, I sent that to you for your birthday. I'm still waiting for the thank you note.
I'm sorry. I gotta get on that. Oh man. Thank you guys again for listening. Like I said, my name is Patty B. I'm your host. With me is B Dog. And again, my special guest, Great Dane, Great Diggity Dane. Thank you guys for listening. Just remember, we do it just for Flix.